the occurrence or the being of the world and Israel is tied together in more apparent ways or more revealed ways than ever. Okay, so when we speak about blessing, actually what we're speaking about. So what a person that has some sort of an attainment and responsibility in front of the higher would consider to be blessing. So blessing within its definition, the definition of blessing is the power, the strength, and the ability to bring humanity and reality to the end of reformation, to complete the mission of reformation. So to complete the mission of reformation suggests that there is a determination, a devotion, and above all that, an ability to actually perceive what is needed in order to actually constitute that our work, our intention will constitute reformation. Usually we look at the nature of the year through the letters that combine. So in Hebrew, it will be called Hatashpu, Hey Taf Shin Pei Vav. Okay? So basically, what is apparent and sort of jumping is that it speaks about language of Vav Hey, meaning language of the copulation and I would say the sacred state of partnership between Shechina and the holy blessed, the name, meaning the purpose of the one or the blessed, the Holy One, blessed be He. So it's what we call Vav and Hey. So it's they're able. So whatever we will utter, all our discourse, the blessing in this discourse and this speech can be only of that intention, that endeavor, that the light will reside in divinity. This is the language of this year. Everything that will not speak that intention, which is actually the declaration of every study, because we're saying לשם ייחוד קודשא בריך הוא שכינתי, meaning for the, it's more than union, it's for the communion of divinity and the Holy One, blessed be He. This is actually the setup or the way we instate ourselves, but this year it speaks about that. Okay? It speaks about as well the way that we will be moderately, I would say, would be cooked or put on fire in order to be able to transmute ourselves. So it will allow the construction and actually not only construction, but it has to do with a form which is a communication of within communion. So we will be put in a state that will of judgment, of justice, which is the fire, the heat of change that will force us, if we will not have the language of this communion, it will sort of coerce us and push us into this transmutation. So the blessing is to be conscious of what is actually needed for humanity, for the Creator to be able to instate its will. Yeah. So it has to do with everything that, for example, is hostage, is being in a state of being hostage, is need to be considered as not as separate from us, but as part of ourself. So it's a responsibility of being able to feel it. So many things are many parts of spirits are being in a state of being hostage, being kidnapped, being captured, being tortured. And this is why I started the year of Elul with actually the judgment upon a person who murdered his spirit and therefore others, not not intentionally. And therefore, when he sees that, he's able actually to look for a place in which he can escape into, not escape from responsibility, but to escape to responsibility in order to compose himself as someone who will revere the possibility of the journey of the spirit. So this is how I would sort of open the blessing that has to do with this. It's if we wish to bless, we need to get into the language of the spirit, the language of communion, the language of responsibility, and the language of being able to take upon ourselves the partnership that is being offered to us. So this.